We get to see some pretty amazing country, places that a lot of people will never get to.
The taller timber, the colors in the grass.
I think it drives a lot of guys to stay doing this job.
I've seen 8 bear on fires out in the wilderness this year.
Boba. Chavez.
Here.
Wade. Wiggin.
Yeah. Here.
Taj.
Here.
Stern.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Harnos.
As you notice, the models are trending drier and drier, and we had some peak gusts upwards of 50 miles an hour last night.
So I've got everything in my locker.
All my paperwork and extra clothes and shoes and workout gear. Boots too.
Someone made me some green tomato jelly. Jump helmet, built a wire cage to protect our face.
It's my wife, and this is my daughter.
Most fire spreads along the ground. The brush might drop embers, but the grass is what's going to carry your fire.
Even if the fire's a raging wall of fire, we always have a plan in place. I think it takes a certain kind of person to do this job.
What is a smoke jumper? They're the cool guys, basically. I mean, if you're in fire, wildland fire, the jumpers carry a mystique that nobody can touch. They parachute into fires.
Now I'm starting to get used to it. It's a pretty weird thing to do, to be jumping out of airplanes.
A little scary till your parachute opens.
When your legs start shaking.
When the horn goes off, just kind of the rush. It's kind of intense, but it's also kind of peaceful.
I've been doing this about 21 years. It's different up there, just everything about it.
To start your morning with a parachute jump, you know, pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
You're so focused that you're just very in the moment.
We train enough that it's just second nature.
Part of our job is parachuting and fighting fire, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Things like doing push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups for like an hour and a half straight, 12-mile runs.
Our jump gear was like 90 pounds. You have to actually be able to pick that stuff up to be a functional smoke jumper.
So this will be enough food for 2 guys for 3 days.
Sometimes we're in there for a few days, sometimes it's a few weeks.
One of the last steps is rolling up the sleeping bag, and that's where the hot sauce goes so it doesn't break.
That was a fun one. I think my favorite part is the fact that everything was handmade. The guys who've been around for a long time, they sewed all the jump gear, they sewed the harnesses.
So this is a 4-point stitch.
Strongest stitch that we do in here.
It's a privilege to get to use it, you know?
We can stop a fire with as few as 2 people.
We would have one hand tool. This would be the one.
My daughter's about this tall now. She says she wants to jump with Dad when she turns 18. I said, it's on, we're doing it.
You're having to think ahead. In some cases, can take you right to the edge of what your capabilities are. Truly can wake you up. Even the toughest fires, when you look back, you're like, that was awesome. That's the best way to start your morning off, you know. I mean, you could go surfing or something and that'll be pretty cool, but this is just a little bit cooler.